To get Red, or Jolly Red in this case, into your town, the first thing is pretty obvious. Download the April update. Once you have that, I'm going to show you all the steps and just the process. We'll walk it through. So my game is wacky. It's set on April 21st. That's obviously like a few days behind. Just notice that after you do the update, the Bank of Nook, as well as Nintendo, will be sending you a letter with a gift. You can pause on screen for any of these if it's going too fast, but they're pretty basic. A world map and a rug that looks like bells, like a bag of bells. Anyway, of course, the next thing that you can do is talk to Blathers in the museum, and he's gonna say basically, thanks to your hard work, I'm basically considering an expansion of your museum to include art. And so of course he's saying, you know, should you find yourself in possession of a piece of art, by all means show it to him. So I'll make sure that there's text on screen for you guys to see kind of which day we're in. This is April 22nd now, essentially day 2 for your purposes. I went kind of to the northeast corner of my map in my town, and that's where I found Red right here. He's just gonna be walking around. Not quite Jolly Pirate Red yet. He talks a lot, but he basically gave me a famous painting. Well, we shouldn't say gave. He first of all tries to sell it to you for like 498,000 bells. So obviously you don't really have a choice but to say no. And why would you do that? So then he's telling you for 4,980 bells, you could be the proud owner of that famous painting. You guys can let each other know in the comments if your painting was different or if everybody starts off with that. The famous painting is going to be of Mona Lisa, which is a famous painting. So we bought it. We took it over to the museum. Blathers is going to take it, obviously. And so what that means is he's basically saying that I have to prepare for construction. You know, we're going to renovate the museum. So the next day is going to be day 3. That's April 23rd. Finally, my game is caught up to real time, at least on the time that I'm recording this right now. But Isabel does say, you know, Blathers is asking me to pass along the message that the museum is under renovation. So let's go another day forward, of course, so that our museum can be complete. So that's going to be April 24th, day 4. Isabel is going to tell you, of course, that the new section of the museum is open, but she's also going to give you a warning about fakes. A lot of you guys may know this from past Animal Crossing games, but one thing should be of note. Interestingly enough, they aren't using the exact same fake, so even if there's a piece of art that was in, say, New Leaf or one of the past games, the fake version won't be the same in New Horizons, so it's not going to be faked the exact same way. Now, you notice that we've got the famous painting hanging up there. It is the Mona Lisa. There's the description. Again, if anything does go by too fast in this video and you want to see the text and whatnot, you can feel free to pause that wherever you need to. So we're still on day 4, that's April 24th, and Red was walking around virtually in the same exact spot. You know, he's in the northeast corner for me on my map. He's just essentially now saying like, hey, why don't we do some business? So he talks about how he's got his boat anchored off of the northern shore, at least for me, that's what it says. And so you can actually pull up your map and you can see it. As far as I can tell right here, you can't actually like point to Red's boat with your cursor, but I can just go ahead and zoom in right here so you guys see what that looks like. It's got his little icon on it. And let me tell you, he can anchor his boat in some place that's just like stupid ridiculous to get to. Like, look at this. It's also calling attention that I have a little section of my island that is just overgrown with weeds like crazy. Hey, a lot of you guys had something like that. Don't bust me too bad here, all right? So we're inside Jolly Red's, and you can see a bunch of paintings or sculptures here for the art. This one's gonna be a fake. It's actually because of the feet. One foot for those kind of like center feet is facing towards us, and the other one's kind of facing away to our right. So each one of these he does claim to sell for 4,980 bells. It's kind of a cheap price really to get all of this art. So right here, we've got the amazing painting. And let me go ahead and spoil this for you guys. I really thought that this was the real one. I mean, like, I kind of still, maybe it's because it's 2 a.m. right now as I'm recording this and trying to get all this for you guys. This, spoiler alert, turns out to be a fake. Right here. But hey, we bought our first piece of art once he's in the boat, basically. We get some Nook miles to claim for that. True patron of the arts right here, you can see on screen. And I make the distinction that it was buying from the boat, because when you buy it from him on land, when he's walking around that first time, it doesn't give you the Nook miles for that. So let's call this day 5, of course, because it's now April 25th, Saturday in the game. And so the reason that we're skipping forward is so that we can get Jolly Red's mail right here, because it comes to you the next day. You know, you order it from the boat, comes to you in the mail like the Nook shopping. So like I said, you know, I thought that this amazing painting, I really did think it was the real one. It's called the Night Watch, the actual work of art, and it turned out to be a fake. But the reason I'm showing you guys this is because you'll also get a Nook miles for that you can redeem right here. So go ahead and claim those. And just a word to the wise, in case you didn't know, you can't sell your fake art. Maybe start your own collection or something. But here's something pretty interesting. So of course, Red was there on the 24th 24th at my island. He was not there on the 25th. He was not there any of the other days. And so I believe he's going to anchor it to one day, and it's sort of random. I saw another live stream that I think he was essentially locked into the 28th of April. So, you know, once you find your day, here's the great thing that I was going to mention is I just basically turned the clock backwards. So this is again April 24th. We'll have the text on screen for day 4. Why I'm mentioning this is because we basically can buy another piece of art. You'll also see that it's shuffled in all new paintings. You know, it's mixed them all up again as if it was a new day. The reason we need to skip around days like that is because you're limited to only one piece of art per day that you can order. Now, if you have multiple accounts that live on your island, each one of them could also buy one, and so you could get this done like a little bit faster if, say, you're trying to collect everything. Just have the other people log on. So let's go ahead. We went forward again to day 5, you could call it. The 25th, we got our order in. This one did turn out to be the real painting, and I think this is new for Animal Crossing. I don't think this painting has been in any of the past ones, whereas a lot of the sculptures and paintings have been in the past games. This one's the Fighting Temeraire. I could be completely butchering that pronunciation. Very cool, but I'm not sure if you guys would want to see it or not. We could appraise paintings and sculptures here and reveal whether they were the real or the fake. If you guys were interested in seeing, you know, like little 1 to 2 minute videos on that. For example, it would look something like this. You know, here is the ancient statue as an example. The true name is Shakoki Dogu, and this one's a clear fake. Probably several things, but what really jumps out at us is it has those antennae, you know, on both sides. So that one's a fake. Now we've got this robust statue right next to it, and with my research, it seems that the real one was called Townley Disco Bolus. And so the reason that this one's actually fake right here in front of us with red is that it's looking kind of down. The head should, in essence, be looking back at his shoulder, sort of towards that direction, closer to us too. So stuff like that, you know, we would go through that. If you want to see these, you can feel free to put that in the comments. I should also mention, of course, if someone's going to mention it maybe, but you're seeing a sneak peek at my Sunday episode, which will be uploaded. There's going to be more, so I didn't spoil everything, but look at the creeper outfit. Yes, because we do custom design videos on this channel, so you know what the theme is for our next custom designs vid. Little spoiler for anybody who's going to stick around. Click an end screen on screen to be taken to another video, and I'll catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.